is it today. It's a Tuesday.
All right.
Before break.
Good morning, Seawolves.
Good morning, Mission.
Silent hand up if you are surprised to see me sitting here in front of you. Hands down. I am going to be teaching your lesson for today on adding and subtracting mixed fractions. Before we go into that, I want to make sure we're setting ground rules because I know you guys are like, you're not normally our math teacher. I don't know why you're up here. So let me just set some rules straight. If I want you to call out, I will say, now's a great time for you to be able to call out your answers. That doesn't happen that often, and then I'll say, we're going to close that out. We're going back to raising our hands. So for example, if you guys, now's a good time to shout out. And we're closing that out, okay? So when I ask for participation, I ask for 100% participation. I ask for how much?
100%.
And when I say 100%, I need all hands up. Everyone show me all hands up. Up high. And if your hand is up and you're like, I don't know why my hand's up, please don't call me because I don't actually know the answer. But you are paying attention and you want to show that you're participating, go like this. So you can raise your hand like this to tell me you actually have the answer. Or you can put up a fist to tell me, I don't know the answer, I have a question about the problem, but I want to show you that I'm participating, okay? So 100% participation, hands up. Okay, wonderful, hands back down. So what else? Make sure that when I do call on you, you are not calling out. If you call out, it's an automatic dojo down. It's an automatic what?
Dojo down.
Good, and I love when people have really great questions and really great comments about what we're learning, so make sure that you guys are saying things when you think it's going to be appropriate. Just make sure to raise your hand. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. So, do we have the papers? So today, like I said, we are going to be learning about adding and subtracting mixed fractions. And you know, I come in here a lot, so I know that you've been talking about different types of fractions, different operations with fractions. So let me first hear from you guys. What do you feel like you know already about fractions? Take a moment, think about it. And then hands up high. What do you already know about fractions? Carlos, what do we know about fractions?
There can be more than one whole.
There can be more than one whole, okay. What else? Say sorry.
There are different pieces, like, with lines on them.
So you could have a circle broken up into different parts. Say that one, into 4 pieces or more than pieces or different size pieces. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, good. So you've heard of improper fractions and proper fractions, regular fractions. And raise your hand. Someone tell me, what type of operations do you know about fractions? What type of operations? And I don't mean operations like, sorry to tell you, the number's gone through an operation today. I don't mean that kind of operation. So what kind of operations have you done with numbers? Yes, my dear. Subtraction. Okay, good. Yes. Addition. Multiplying. Addition. Division. Okay, good. What's coming around now is our notes paper. So if you can do me a favor, and the first thing I need you to do is to write your name at the very top of the paper. Write your name and circle your class for me. Okay, find your name, circle your class. Today's date is November 26th, 25th, 25.
It says over there. On the bottom.
I don't even know. What's today?
25th.
Today's the 25th. So if we can write 11/25/14. Okay, that works. Does everyone have a paper? Okay. So we're going to work through these notes really quickly. I'm going to set a timer for myself so that I know how long we're taking on this. So if you hear the timer go off, that's not an opportunity for you guys to start making noise. It's just an opportunity for me to check how much time has gone by. Okay, I'm going to set this for 8 minutes for now. My hope is to get through the front page in less than 8 minutes. Let's start at the top. Who can raise their hand? Silent hand at this time. There's no calling out, so you want to make sure that you are following directions. Who can tell me? Raise your hand. Silent hand, what is our topic? Look at your paper where it says the topic. Silent hand, what is the topic? Aaron, what's the topic? So much pizza. party to celebrate his grandmother's 100th birthday. In fact, he sent me a text message, not right now, but like yesterday, of his grandmother. Raise your hand if you'd love to see a picture of his grandmother.
I've never seen it.
That's the Dojo down. We're not calling out. We're not calling out. Leilani, that's the Dojo down. We're not calling out. Hands down. I will show it to you at the end if we have time, okay? But for now, we need to move on. Let's see what it says here. Mr. Leek is hosting a pizza party to celebrate his grandmother's 100th birthday. He purchases 5 pizzas to share with his guests. I've taken the liberty of putting this representation. I call it a representation because it's not the real thing, okay? Don't come up here trying to eat these. These are not real pizzas. It's just a representation. The guests eat, and I'm going to give you what's right there. The guests eat 1 3/4 of the total number of pies. 1 3/4. 1 3/4. So in that spot, you're going to write this number, 1 3/4. Thumbs up if you wrote exactly what I have written on there. Awesome, awesome. Hands down. 1 3/4. So look at our pizza pies up here. Who can tell me, what does that 1 represent? When we look at that pizza, what does that 1 represent? I need 100% participation. 100% participation. What does that 1 represent? Luis, what does it represent? So when it says the guests eat 1 3/4 of the total number of pies, this one, what happens? It gets eaten, right? That's taken away. So we already have eaten that 1. And we have 3/4 left. Who can tell me, what is 3/4 of the pie? What can we do with that last fraction there? What's your name, my dear? Isabella, what could you do? 1 slice here. How many slices? Tell the person next to you, how many slices would you take away? How many slices? Tell the person next to you. Okay, awesome. Hands back up. 100% participation. How many slices would you take away? What's your name again, my dear? Deanna, how many slices? Okay, everyone look here. 3 is the number of slices taken away out of 4 total. 3 parts per whole, because this makes up a whole. How many slices everyone makes up a whole?
4.
4, good. Are we taking away all 4?
No.
We're only taking away how many, everybody?
3.
Awesome. So I'm going to take one little nifty piece over here, and I'm going to take this one away and replace it with only 1 slice left. Can one of you tell me, why did I do that? Who can explain that for me? Why did I do that? Michelle? Oh, were you a guest at the party too? 1 3/4 means that there was 1 piece left over. Nice job. I hear dojoing happening. Can someone give Michelle a dojo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you the dojoing person? Can you give Michelle a dojo for that? I like the way that she explained it. Eyes back up here. So, what we did was the following. I'm going to write this out for you. What we did was we had 5 whole pizzas. We took away 1 3/4. Who can tell me how much, it says here, how many slices, how much pizza is left over? How much pizza is left over? Think about it. No calling out, no tracking the door, no tracking the door. I know, President Obama just walked in. I feel a little nervous right now because he's watching, but we don't track the door. David, tell me, how much is left?
There's only 3
3
and 1/4 left.
1/4. Anyone else? What does anyone else think? Anyone else? Anyone else? What do you think, Diana? Diana? 4 1/4. Anyone else? What else does anyone else think? Luis, what do you think?
I guess I'm right on the first one.
3 1/4. Okay. Jose, what do you think? 4 3/4 left over. Raise your hand if you think one of these answers is the right answer. Raise your hand if you think it's a different answer. Okay, hands down, let's look. 5 minus 1 3/4. we took away 1 and 3 pizzas off of it, right? So let's look. How many holes do we have left?
3.
Ooh, very good. And how many parts do we have left?
1.
1 out of how many?
4.
Okay, one thing I like to do with this piece left over is I like to go like this. You can tell me why did I do that? I don't really like polka dots. It's not because I'm trying to make the world a more polka dotty place. Why would I do something like that? What's your name, my dear? Christy? Christy, why would I do that? Because sometimes we forget, oh wait, how many pieces were there all in the beginning? Right, sometimes when I was young, I have 2 brothers, and you have to fight to get the food, you know what I mean? So I would look at the pizza box and I would go, how many pieces were there in the beginning? Because I don't care how much I eat, I care about how much they ate. And I think, wait, it's not fair. If they had 3 pieces and I only had 1 piece, then that means someone ate more than me. That's my mentality. I care a lot about justice. Okay, so let's look. 5 minus 1 3/4 must mean it's what we have left over. So this piece here, 1/4 plus 3, gives us 3 and 1/4. Gives us what, everyone?
3 and 1/4.
And it's great because we can look at the pizza to figure it out. You all mentioned 3 holes. You were very confident about this. This is the one that everyone got confused by. Let's look back at our notes now. Okay, so you have that pizza on your paper. Eyes on my paper. Eyes on my finger over here. My finger's doing a little dance here and nobody notices. Here's my finger. Okay, look over here. How many pizzas are over here?
5.
5, awesome. It says draw an X over all the eaten slices above. If we ate 1 3/4, then we can cross out one big one. Cross out one of those. Cross out one of those pizzas. Okay? Yes, my dear? You need a pencil? Yours broke? Look. I produced the pencil for you. Okay. We crossed out 1 and then we crossed out 3/4, so we need 3 tiny X's. Do you guys know what I mean by 3 tiny X's? Okay. That means I need to speed up my talking. So where we took away those pieces, can you guys do me a favor? Put 3 X's off of it. So we take away 1. Let me represent it here for you. We ate 1 of those, and then we ate 1, 2. Michelle, here. Did you hear what I'm saying? I said we. I feel like I'm a member of the party too, but I wasn't if I did. Okay, so we have 3 left and 1 piece left over there. So it says how many slices are left? How many slices are left, everyone? 3 and
1/4.
3 and what?
1/4.
Write that there. And then what is this as a mixed fraction? I meant to say, well, that's the mixed fraction, 3 and 1/4. But how many slices are left? I made a little error there. How many slices are left? You know how many slices, Carlos? How many are left?
13 slices.
Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 13. Good. So everyone write 13 there. And then when we're representing the mixed fraction, it's 3 and 1/4. Thumbs up if you know the difference between how many slices were left and how much pizza is left. Thumbs down if you don't really know the difference. Let me ask that question one more time because you were writing. Who can understand what I meant by how many slices versus how much pizza? Who's confused by that? Thumbs up if you're confused by that. You are kind of confused? Okay. So when we look at this, how many slices? Everyone count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 slices. 13 out of what?
4.
So 13 out of 4 should be the same thing as 3 and 1/4. Did you guys learn? Thumbs up, don't call out. Did you guys learn how to change 3 and 1/4 into an improper fraction?
Yeah.
Let's see if it actually is the same thing. What do we do first? We multiply what times what, everyone?
3 times 4.
What is that?
12.
Plus
1.
13 over 4. Okay? So when we talk about slices, that's just the top number there. But when you talk about pizza, we're talking about the 3 and 1/4. Okay? Let's move to the next part here. Everyone do me a favor and draw the leftover amount there. Draw the leftover amount there, please. Okay, and you guys, if you're not sure, you pieces there. 3 and 1/4. Okay? The after party. Mr. Link didn't realize there'd be so much food left over. Write the amount left over as a mixed fraction. It's the same number. What is the mixed fraction, everyone? 3 and
1/4.
Good. Look up when you're done so I know. Cesar is done. Michelle is done. What's your name again? Michelle and Michelle are both done.
Michelle and Michelle.
Michelle and Michelle B. They're both done. Okay. I know. You guys are like, well, I need to draw the pepperoni, so that's why. Apologies. But, you know, when there's pepperoni involved, you gotta be careful. All right, 3 and 1/4. Here's a little trick thing. I actually drew that amount down here. How many guys are like, Miss Shannon, I don't know why we're drawing it when it's actually down there. Who was like, I didn't even know. Raise your hand if you didn't even realize it. All right, hands back down. So it says the after party, we got that. After party, he's got that much left over. Now lunch tomorrow. Mr. Link decided to bring some of the leftovers to work to share with his friends. He decided to bring 1 and 2/4. Everyone write that down on there. He decided to bring 1 and 2/4. So on that line, you're going to write 1 and 2/4. 1 and 2/4. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but does anyone know 2/4 could be reduced to what? Who thinks they know? What could it be reduced to? Lewinsky? 1.5? Good. Can we give Lewinsky a dojo up, please? Okay, 1 and 2/4. But we're not worried too much about it. Okay, so we have 3.5 left. Oh, sorry, 3 and 1/4. We need to take away 1 and 2/4. So everyone look up here. It says to draw an X over the amount he takes. So, what can we do with this 1 right here? What can we cross out? One big what?
One big pizza.
One big pizza. Everyone do me a favor. Cross out one big pizza up here. I'm not going to cross it out because I need that pizza for later, but yep. Yeah, good question. It doesn't matter actually. Any one of those is fine. I'm just going to turn that around so we know that's taken away. So we got rid of the 1. How do we get rid of the 2/4? Remember, the top number represents the number of slices. How do we get rid of that 2 slices? How do we get rid of 2 slices? Jose? Okay, you could take away 2 slices. Does it really matter which slices we take?
Nope.
No, it doesn't actually. But we were lucky. We already have 1 here, so we might as well take that 1 away. That's only 1 slice though, so everyone do me a favor. Cross out that 1 slice on that picture, the one that I've given you. Okay, that's 1. So we've taken away 1 of them, but we still need to take away 1 more. So on there, can you guys do me a favor and put an X right there? I'm going to do it in pencil so it can be erased later. Can I borrow your pencil, Alex? I'm going to cross that out. Alex, how many are left on that pizza? 3. Good. And how? Well, this right here, Alex, is a what? It's 1 what? 1 whole? Whole pizza because nothing has been taken away. It's 1 whole because what? All the pieces are there. So that makes it 1 whole, okay? So 1, and how many slices are left here? 3 out of what? 3 here, 1 taken away. How many are there to make 1 big pizza? How many slices are in 1 big pizza to begin with? Okay, so it's 3 out of 4 that are left here. And how many are left here? Good, 4 out of 4. But tell the person next to you, what could we write instead of 4 out of 4? What could we say instead, Louise?
Take 7 out of 4.
Okay, good. You were just thinking already that that's going to give us 7 out of 4. Okay, what else are we thinking? Michelle, what are you thinking? You're thinking 7 over 4 also? What are you thinking? 1 and 3/4? What else? What else are people thinking? 4th. We took away 1, and we took away that much. So let's see. How many holes are left? How many pizzas are untouched? 1 is left whole, right?
1 and 3
So 1
3/4.
and 3/4. I should have actually cut out pieces going the other direction, but sometimes it's far away. I just couldn't reach. 1 and 3/4. Let's see if that's accurate. We have 1 hole left. 1 hole what?
Left.
And how many slices left here?
3.
Is this a whole pizza?
No.
You know how I remember whether it's a whole pizza or not? Because again, I think about my brothers and I go, if I opened up a pizza box and I saw 4 pieces in one box, and I only saw 3 pieces in the other, I'd go, wait, someone ate a pizza. Someone ate a slice of pizza. I'm not taking that one. I'm going to go with the whole here. You might think I'm a little obsessed, but again, I had 2 brothers. I wouldn't be alive today if I didn't count the number of slices left in the pizza box. So 1 and 3/4, okay? Everyone look back on your paper. It says here, draw an X over the amount he takes away. Hold up your paper so I can see that you've done that. Hold it up so I can see. Ooh, someone's darkened slices. Okay, crossing out. I like that, crossing it out, crossing it out. And the cool thing is, someone said, Jose, you said we could take away 2 slices, right? So we could have taken that one away instead of this one. Then we would have still had 1 whole, 2 left there, and then 1 here. So it would still given us 1 and 3/4. That was kind of deep, so we're going to move on, okay? All right. How much does he have left? The answer is 7 out of 4, but we want to write it as a mixed fraction, 1 and 3/4. So 1 and 3/4 is how much he has left over. 1 and 3/4. Everyone do me a favor. Right here in this space, draw the amount left in the fridge. Left in the fridge means what he did not take to work. He did not take 1 and 3/4. How do we know? That's how much is left over. Okay, left over inside the refrigerator. Okay, say sorry. Did not need the whole description of what was happening. Let's just wait 1 moment. Okay. 10 more seconds to draw the leftover pieces on the bottom, and I want you to hold it up so I can see. You're drawing in 1 whole and 3/4. 1 and 3/4. Thank you. Holding it up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Check your paper one more time. Some of you are holding it up and you did not draw 1 and 3/4. And if you drew it, some of you drew this. You drew 1 hole like this, and then you drew another one like this, like this. Let's just shade it in like this. Do me a favor and shade it in so we know. 1 and 3/4. Okay? Shading in 1 hole and 3/4. Oh, you did the opposite? You kept it colored in? Say sorry. Okay, you're good. Holding it up one more time in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1 and 3/4, 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 1 and 3/4. The paper's down. I also saw that some of you forgot to write down how much does he have left. Who can tell me how much does he have left? What did we write there, Luis? 7 over 4. If you wrote 7 over 4, that's great, but put 1 and 3/4 as well. So where it says how much does he have left, write 1 and 3/4. If you wrote 7 and over 4, that's okay, but just put both answers down. 7 over 4, which is equal to 1 and 3/4. Okay, and then I like it if you box your answer. Box that on there. I know you're like, Michelle, but there's a line, so we already know it's the answer. If there's a line, and we write both of them, we know it's just the answer. But I like boxes. Okay. Because sometimes when you do more complicated problems, it's hard to tell what your answer is. Turn the paper over. Paper over. Paper over. I know you're like, Miss Shin, where did all the pizza go? I thought we were learning about pizza. We are learning about pizza, but we're learning more about fractions. We're learning about
Fractions.
But Miss Shin, the topic was so much pizza. I know. So much pizza, so we can do fractions. Who can tell me what's interesting about 5 me what David just said. What did David just say? Cesar, what did David just say? Which problem? Can someone tell me? What problem was it, Michelle? What was going on in that first problem? What was going on in the first problem? Yeah, Christy? Mr. Link had pizza, 5 pizzas. How many pizzas did Mr. Link have?
5 pizzas.
And the guests were eating pizza. How much was were the guests eating? 1 and 1 and
3/4.
How are we going to solve that problem? How are we going to solve that problem? Give Cesar Dojo down, please. Jose, how are we going to solve that problem? Perfect. Everyone draw 5 circles. Draw 5 circles to represent the pizza. 5 circles. Make them a little bit smaller so they get room for them. Where are you going to put the 5th one? Remember, they're all the same size pizza. Because if you think about it, Alex, do you want to eat that pizza or this pizza? You're going to eat the bigger one, right? So that's why I want to try to keep them all the same size. So if it helps, I'm going to put my paper up here. And when doing this problem, I'll write here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, take away, we're going to take away 1 and 3/4. If we need to take away 1 whole, all we need to do is to do what, everyone? Put an X over it. Minus 3/4. We take one of those slices, we cut it into how many slices?
4.
We first have to cut it into 4, and then take away how many of them?
3.
3, good. And think about it in terms of big X, little x, little x, little x. How many slices are left on that pizza?
1.
So our answer is going to be how many holes?
3 and 1/4.
Beautiful. 3 and 1/4. Okay, that should have taken no longer than 10 seconds to do. Remember, all of the slices. Do we need to slice the other ones?
No.
No, we don't, because the guest didn't touch the other ones. If we wanted to, we could. And that gets into the actual problem where you actually, you borrow from the whole to get the parts. But we don't need to do that for this problem. Let's look at this next one. 3 and 1/4 minus 1 and 2/4. Who can tell me what's special about that problem? 3 and 1/4 minus 1 and 2/4. What's special about that problem, Leilani?
Subtracting 3 holes.
You have the 3 holes here and a part, minus 1 and a part there. And what about it though, Leilani? What are you thinking? You should be going like this, Leilani. I have a vision of having done this problem before. Does anyone know what was happening in this problem? Leilani, call on someone to help you out. Do you feel that sense, that aura that this problem has been done before? No? Then call on someone. See if someone in here has that magic in them that they know. They've seen this problem before. Carlos, where have you seen that problem before? On the other paper. And it's represented by what? 3 and 1/4. Everyone draw that. 1, 2, 3. Minus. Oops, I didn't mean to put a minus sign. Minus 1 and 2/4. With the 1, we just have to do a big what, everyone?
X.
Big X. We don't need that one. And then 2/4. How do we take away 2 from 2 slices? How do we take away 2 slices? Someone I haven't heard from yet. So if you have not spoken yet, now would be a great time. How do we take away 2 slices? How do we take away 2 slices? How do we take away 2 slices? Someone I haven't heard from yet. What's your name again, Batman? Jesus? Hi, Jesus. Jesus. 2/4. We still need to take away 2/4. How many slices are there in one whole pizza?
There are 4.
Good. So let's first cut it. This is the part where the pizza person says, how much do you want? Okay, hold on. Before he gives it to you, he doesn't yank it out. He has to cut the pieces first. So we cut the pieces, and how many pieces are we going to take away, Jesus?
2.
2. How did you know that?
Because you have to subtract it.
Because you have to subtract it. Who can raise their hand and tell me how much is left? How much is left? How much is left? How much is left? Yes, my dear. denominator doesn't move because it represents how many slices a pizza has to begin with. Okay, on this bottom part here, everyone do me a favor. I'm going to help you out here. When the denominator is 7, that means that each pizza is going to be sliced into how many slices, everyone?
7.
And if the denominator here is 5, how many slices are these pizzas going to be divided by? Okay, do those problems now. Yeah, by yourself. I like how people are drawing in those shapes. Remember, each pizza has 7 slices. Each pizza has 7 slices. I know that was a really hard number to write, so I'm going to help you out here. Okay, there's your circle. You would go like, we know, I would go about here. Okay. Another way to do it, pizza can still come in rectangle form. If that helps, you could still do 1, 2, 3, like that, and then color it in if you wanted to. Because I know 7, that was my bad. I apologize. 7 is like the worst number ever. Yeah. The 4? So remember, if there are 5 slices, oh yeah, that's a tricky one. 4 and 5, 7. So shaded, so it starts off shaded in, yeah, so shade those in first. Another way of thinking about it is putting pepperoni on it. So that's 5 slices there. So let me actually draw that out for you.
The answer for number 4. What was the answer for?
If you know how to draw it and do the problem, go right through it. If you are having trouble drawing a pizza with 7 slices, you can look up here too. Okay, that's how I would represent 4 and 5 sevenths. And I'm taking away 2 and 1 7. So looking up here, if I take away that much, how many holes are left? Hold it up with your fingers if you're listening to me and how many are left? How many holes are left? 2 holes. And how many slices are left here? 1, 2, 1. Because there were 2 here, 2 here, 2, 4. But this here is the same thing as 5 over. Yeah, that's why you need to do that, okay? Thumbs up if you are done with this first problem. Raise your hand if you are not done with that problem. Raise your hand if you are on this problem now. Raise your hand if you're done with both problems. Hands back down. Eyes back up here. I'm going to go over this first problem really quickly. I need all eyes up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If your eyes are not up here, you're not following directions. Thank you. 4 and 5 sevenths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're taking away 2 holes. We cross those out. How many holes are left, everyone?
2.
Good. 2 holes left. And then we had 5 sevenths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we took away 1 of those sevenths. Who can raise their hand and tell me how many are left? How many are left, Luis?
2 and 4 sevenths.
2 and 4 sevenths. There were 4 slices left on there. Raise your hand if you got that as your answer. 2 and 4 sevenths. Raise your hand if you did not get that as your answer. Raise your hand high if you got that answer. Okay, hands this down. Let's do the next one. This one's actually maybe a little bit easier than that ugly one there. I'm going to leave that up there. I'm going to do this problem over here. 3. Oh, that might be hard for some of you to see. So let me actually do it over here. Okay. 3 and 2/5 minus 1 and 4/5. How many holes are we going to draw for this problem, everyone?
3.
Everyone?
3.
Everyone?
3.
I don't hear everyone. Everyone?
3.
Okay. So we're going to draw 3 holes. Shade them in. And then how many are left on the last pizza? How many are left on in the box?
1.
Look at this fraction. 3 and 2/5. How many slices are left in the last box?
2.
2, but they're still divided into what?
5.
Okay. 1, 2. So we have 3 and 2/5. We need to take away how much, everyone?
1.
1 and
4/5.
I need 100%. I need 100%. We're taking away 1 and what?
4/5.
What do we do to take away 1? We put a big,
S.
okay? And then we need to take away 4 slices. Do we have 4 slices here?
No.
We only have how many slices?
3.
How many slices?
3.
Okay, this is confusing. Only the ones that are
2.
colored in are pizzas. These are just spaces that weren't actually left over. Okay, so we have 2 here. So what's our problem? We need to do what? What do we need to do? Someone raise their hand and tell me what do we need to do. Michelle? So first we need to do is cut it into 5 slices. And then how many slices do we need to take away from here?
1.
Let's look here. We took away 1 here. And then we have 4/5. So we take away 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many slices are left in this pizza pie?
2.
Let's count.
1, 2.
Oh, maybe did I cut it into too many slices? Hold on, let me redo that slice. Okay, that's 5 slices, right?
Yeah.
We're taking away how many?
4.
1 here, 2, 3, 4. How many slices are left?
3.
Out of?
4.
3 out of?
5.
And how many holes do we have left?
1.
And that's our answer, 1 and 3/5. Yes.
Well, so it was actually right on the B on this one because it says B and 1 4.
3 and 1, 4.
Yeah.
Minus 1. Oh, you're right. Is it because I forgot?
I forgot to add the 1 4.
You're right. Can you give Carlos a dojo up and Jose a dojo up for both of that? Carlos was brave in checking back on the work on that one. No wonder, because I was thinking, I don't remember the answer being 2/4 on the front side. Then over here, our answer is 1 and 3/5. I'm going to let you know that on the
Carlos and
practice,
Jose?
say it again?
Carlos
Carlos and
and
Jose. On the practice, the problems are a lot easier than those ones. So I apologize for giving you pizza with 7 slices and 5 slices, because I know those are tricky numbers. The last thing I'm going to ask you to do is look at the big idea. Who thinks they can fill out the blanks in our big idea? You can tell us, what do you think? When we blank and blank fractions, we can use a blank of the word problems to help us solve. Anyone know any of those blanks? I'll give you a dojo up if you can give me at least one of those answers, one of those blanks. Aaron, what do you think? Well, some of the problems might not have to do with pizza though. Yeah? Okay, so good. When we add and what? Oh, I'm looking for a silent hand. Yeah? Okay, can you give Carlos a thumbs up?
Dojo.
Give Carlos a dojo up. Give Diana a dojo up for subtract. When we add and subtract blank fractions, what are we looking for? Don't call out. David? Good. Mixed fractions. Give David a dojo up. Mixed fractions. We can use a blank. This is a tricky word. What? gonna actually say just draw a bar model picture. Let's say picture. If you want to put pizza because you're like Mission, let's be real. I'm always gonna be drawing pizza. That's okay. What? Yeah. All right, everyone. We are going to switch off here. That looks like a good time, right?
Melanie, will you do me a favor? The other handout that's over there, will you pass one on each different one?
I'm looking to see who is ready to go back to their seats to do some more problems. Diana, have a good day. You may go. Isabella? Isabella may go back to her seat. Carlos may go back to his seat. If your name is Michelle, you may go back to your seat. If you are Batman, you may go back to your seat. If you are wearing a purple sweatshirt, you may go back to your seat. If you participated at least once during this lesson, you may go back to your seat. Everyone else may go back to their seats. I see 3 pencils left on the ground.
My leg hurts because I've been sitting down for a long time.
We'll follow up later on. Rocketeers, we're going to spend the next 15 minutes working on the worksheet. For the next 5 minutes, we are working on our own with our notes and trying. Remember, we want to see pictures for